On today's Northwest Cooks, Danny Sandoval is going to be here from the Sandoval restaurant showing us how to make delightful Mexican food that his mama taught him, and now he's teaching us. We're going to start off with the chili verde, move on to some very delightful salsa where the vegetables and the tomatoes and the chilies are actually roasted on the grill, and finally we're going to make a pan-fried taco. Well, let me tell you, I've got my apron on. It's time to sizzle Mexican style. Welcome to this week's Northwest Cooks. I'm Nick Miles, and I am with a man who is well known for his delightful Mexican cuisine. Is that right?
Yeah, we are.
You are Danny Sandoval from Sandoval's Restaurants. Now, you have 6 restaurants, do you not?
We do. We have one up on Barnes & Miller up in Northwest Portland, a couple blocks above St. Vincent Hospital. We have one in Murray Hill, one in West Lynn. We have 2 inside the airport. And one, our newest place, is La Palapa, which is located on Hawthorne.
Now, there is no excuses for not trying this man's cooking. He's worked very hard today to bring us 3 recipes. We are in our Bradley Design and Education Center, where you can find all your Bradley and Wolf and Sub-Zero products. And also, let me tell you that we thank Cisco for being our corporate sponsor and bringing us fabulous restaurants like Sandoval's. Now, 3 dishes today. What are we making? We're
going to make some of my favorites. Grew up with these, or a couple of these recipes. One is chili verde, the other is a pan-fried taco, and we're going to roast a fresh salsa as we're doing
all of that together.
All together.
Now we have some stuff on there. Normally we like to start it off with you, but we wanted to get some of these vegetables roasting, which are going to be used in several of the dishes. So, what do we have roasting here?
Fresh tomatoes, serrano peppers, and fresh garlic.
And I can smell that. That's a great smell, and the roasting smell.
Oh, we love it.
It's always good. And then the ingredients at the back, and some of those are going to be used in the chili verde and some of the salsa, right?
The serranos and the garlic will be doing double duty today. Some of it in the chili verde, some of it in our fresh salsa.
Now, you're roasting the tomatoes for the salsa?
We are.
Now, I've never seen that done before. Is that a special Danny thing, or is that a special?
It's a special my mama thing.
Okay. His mama, recipes courtesy of hers, and of course you can find all the recipes at the website, northwestcookstv.com. Now this is for the chili verde. What do we have at the back?
What we have here is a cubed pork. You can use pork loin, pork butt. We use pork loin. We have fresh tomatillos, and we have fresh garlic, onion, and salt. That's all the ingredients you need for the chili verde.
That's pretty easy. Okay. Fresh tomatillos?
Fresh tomatillos.
Never come across them before. What are they?
It's a green tomato.
That's it. But it doesn't. It looks a little differently on the outside there.
It does. It's got a husk on it, but as you clean it, you can pull it back, and you can see it looks like a little tomato.
Oh, nice. And they grow just like that on the vines.
Oh, they grow on a bush.
Oh, so it's not like a tomato on a vine. It's a bush tomato.
It's a bush, right?
Excellent. All right. So what are the first things we're going to do to make this chili verde?
Well, the first thing we're going to do is we need to get these tomatillos cooked, and let's get these in here. The ratio is pretty simple. It's one part to 1 part. So there's 2 pounds of tomatillo, and here we've got 2 pounds of pork.
Okay.
Get it in there.
A little bit of sizzling the oil there.
Yep. As we're browning it, we're going to add some garlic and onion.
Nice.
So we'll get it browned. Fresh garlic, kind of a sprinkle, onion, about 3 ounces, and a couple pinches of salt.
Nice.
We oil the pan just enough to evenly coat it.
All right.
So we'll let this cook up.
And then you just brown it off, basically.
We do. We let it brown off.
Now the tomatillos, when this water gets hot enough, they will just dissolve or break up like
they'll like a boiled tomato.
Okay.
Is what'll happen.
And then at that point, then you can mix it all together.
At that point in time, what we'll do is we'll blend it with the fresh garlic and the fresh peppers.
So this is the perfect opportunity to have you guys take a look at this.
Good afternoon, Mark Burnett, Cisco, Portland with your cooking tip of the day. I'm with Danny Sandoval. Danny Sandoval makes fresh tortillas every day for his restaurants. And we often don't know how to heat those up. So I asked Danny to give us a quick rundown on what to do with a tortilla and how to handle it properly.
Real quickly, it's pretty simple. Here's your tortilla. These particular ones are flour. What we do is every time somebody comes in, we instruct them on how to heat them, because unfortunately a lot of people do it not the right way. It takes no oil whatsoever. You want to heat your grill up. The optimum temperature is 500 degrees, but I'm not going to touch it.
That's easy for the house.
Yeah. So what you do is just grab the tortilla, no oil, nothing, just as if you were doing a pancake, and just put it on. I wouldn't recommend this. You may want to get some spatula or tongs to flip it over, but
sure.
once you'll see the bubbles rise. As they rise, it's done. That's the way you heat a tortilla.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Mark Burnett, Cisco, Portland with your cooking tip of the day.
Okay, we've got our meat browned, we've got it all cooked, we've got it all heated up. We've had our tomatillos, which are cooked down, and you'll notice there's a little bit of water in the pan. Not much, about 1/4 of an inch on the bottom. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get these tomatillos and put them in the blender.
Now, if you want to buy tomatillos fresh, Danny, where would you find them?
Oh, you can buy them at any grocery store. Fred Meyer, QFC, any of them, they all have them. Add a little bit of water, give it a little bit of juice. I wouldn't go above the line of the tomatillo itself. Okay. We're going to add a little bit more garlic that we have here. And the whole key, the green peppers.
Oh, a little more spice.
A little bit more spice, and this is what's going to give it its bite. I'm going to add, I'm going to grab about 5 fully roasted serrano peppers. It's going to take it and blend it. I love that roasted look. See how that
absolutely
gives it some color. We're going to take it off, and here we are. We're going to drop it in.
Pork.
Into the pork. It'll all come up. And what we're going to do is we're going to lower the flame and let it simmer for about 15 minutes to get all that flavor inside the meat.
Excellent.
And there we go. So we'll let it simmer for like 20 minutes. All right, here we are. Our chili verde is done. It's not too runny. It's nice and gravy-ish, almost a look on it. Let's get it up.
You know how to get to a guy's heart, don't you? And just say gravy.
Oh, there it is. Look at that.
It looks great.
And we'll accompany these with our very own handmade tortillas. Once again, we make them at Hawthorne.
You make them at your store, and then we learn in our cooking tips that just heat it until it bubbles, right?
There it is. That's the whole key. You see it bubble up. These things are ready. We're ready for a meal.
Look, that's excellent. So chili verde, and also we have 2 other dishes to make. Northwest Cooks will be doing some more cooking when we return.